Happy holidays, Pisces. Welcome to your December 2021 astrological forecast. So the big news for you is Jupiter is moving into your sign on the 28th. Okay, and Neptune, which is already in your sign, turns direct on the 1st. And there's also a new moon solar eclipse. But anyways, let me get to Jupiter in your sign. Okay, I actually did a video on this, so if you haven't viewed that, might want to check that one out. But anyways, the thing about Jupiter, okay, is it is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. However, planets are detriment in certain signs, and they're exalted in others, meaning they do really, really well there. And guess what? Jupiter is exalted in Pisces. Okay, so it's like at home. It's at home there. Okay, so having Jupiter and Neptune in your first house, okay, does make you kind of very spiritual. Okay, in fact, everyone will be like, I don't know, changing their lives in some way or other just due to these two planets running together right now. Okay, so it does bring out the very altruistic, charitable kind of smile on your brother kind of thing, and for not for just you, but like I said, for everyone. But the fact that this is happening in your first house, it's really noticeable. Okay, you just have to remember not to give up too many things. You know, you might I mean, everyone, you have to have whatever to live, right? You have to have food and shelter and, you know, clothes on your back or some kind of money coming in one way or other. Okay, so you cannot give everything away. But there are also things like when in dealings with other people, you can't give up something that you would like for yourself in order to let someone else have it. Okay, somewhere down the line we'll discuss this more, but this is kind of like the thing, right, that immediately kind of hits you is you become a little bit more selfless, not selfish. Okay, and people like may really take advantage of this in some way or other. Okay, so there will be times when something like that comes up. Okay, so Jupiter, I believe, is only in your sign until May. I'll have to check. So get the best out of it now while you can. Jupiter will, it's supposed to bring a lot of opportunities for you to do many things, especially something that you've always really wanted to do. So travel, a lot of people travel during this time, but I always tell people, if you think back, you know, in your life, because Jupiter usually spends at least 1 year in each sign, and it's just not going to be in your sign that long. But anyways, when you think back like every 12 years or so, you may find that you've made a new friend, at least one new friend. Usually with the Jupiter transit in your sign, you make at least one new friend that is still with you today. They're a good friend. They were a good thing that came into your life at that time. Jupiter brought them to you, and they're good for you. Okay, so this could be one of those times, though, when someone new comes into your life and just, I don't know, just really helps you in some way or other. But even just being a friend. Okay, so anyways, the sun is in Sagittarius up until like the 20th. Okay, Mercury is still in Sagittarius. Let's see, up until the 12th. Mars moves into Sagittarius on the 13th, and the other big news is there's a new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 4th, where you have Sagittarius in your chart, your 10th house of your career, but your public, it's your public life. Okay, it's your professional and personal reputation. It's how you're known to the public. Okay, so very public house. Okay, so if you were even trying to get attention for something or other, media attention or the attention of a higher up as far as your career goes, or a client that you would like to have, or someone's eye that you were trying to to catch, you know, or to a group of colleagues or something that you would like to belong to. Okay, this would be that time, especially around that eclipse of the 4th. Few days before, few days after. It doesn't have to exactly be on the 4th, but something pretty powerful could be happening here in your career. Okay, and if you're retired, then this is in your personal life, but it's public. Whatever it is, it's public right now. Okay, so you could actually be in the right place at the right time for something or other to occur, but whatever it is, it's happening in public. Okay, so this is a new moon, so you have to remember it brings new beginnings. So something could actually be happening here. Let's say even if it is just personal, like your personal status is upped in some way or other. Okay, you get, I don't know, notoriety even possibly at this time. But I would have to say, you know, with Mars moving here on the 13th, Mars is a competitive planet. So this is a great house for competition if you're going after a certain position that you would like, even if it is a social position. Okay, so this is when you could be like a real go-getter at this time as far as any kind of whatever, a position or whatever that you would like to have. You know, this is also the house though of like the government kind of, you know, government people or whatever. You know, I don't want to say that you would be involved with like the government in any way, okay, one of those institutions or something. But you know what, if you were a politician, boy, you would probably win more or less during this time, just due to that eclipse happening here. Remember, the effects of an eclipse last for a month, sometimes even longer than that. Okay, so whatever's going on here in your public life, maybe you'll even hear some like really juicy gossip about yourself. Just having Mercury here, that usually kind of happens. Okay, and the sun being here, like people are looking at you anyways, even if you didn't want them to. Your 10th house is like out there. Okay, so people are like, you know, talking about you and discussing you and whatever. Okay, so the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st, and Mercury moves into Capricorn on the 13th. Pluto is already here, has been here for a while, and Venus is already here since the beginning of November, but it turns retrograde on the 19th, and where you have Capricorn in your chart is your 11th house of your friends and associates, any kind of group or organization that you belong to, wherever you would normally go to hang out, like with your friends, like a bar or a club or something like that. It's also socializing online and social media if you don't actually go out in public, or you don't maybe, you know, attend anything where there's large groups of people or something like that, just due to the pandemic, okay? So, you know, there could be, just having Pluto here for as long as it has been means that you're associated or affiliated with certain groups that bring about an awful lot of change or maybe good in the world, you know, maybe even during this time when all these planets are in your 10th house of Sagittarius, you're championing some kind of cause or something or other that you need support for, you know, and it could be you need the government support in some way or other, trying to change some laws or something or whatever, you know, maybe you're a part of PETA or someplace like that, or whatever, something for the betterment of everyone. So having Venus here, though, for as long as it's going to be here, means that there could be like a new person in your group of friends that you're a little bit mesmerized by, you know, they're very interesting to you. Or they could even find you that way also, or you could just have an automatic rapport with this person. Having Mercury here, it means an awful lot of communications between you and your friends, or any kind of organization that you belong to. Like if you have like certain things that have to be done, like you have certain duties or whatever within this organization, that's when all of this stuff would be going on. You'd be like very busy with them at this time. This is also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So another thing, you know, is another goal-oriented kind of house. Okay, so you could actually even be networking right now, meeting people purposely, meeting someone that you've always wanted to meet, that you feel could have an awful lot of influence in your life. If you could just, you know, get them to help you or just sway them your way. Okay. So let's see here. Well, okay, along with that new moon, solar eclipse in your 10th house, of course, comes a full moon in the opposite sign of Gemini in your 4th house. The 4th and 10th are directly across from each other. So your 4th house is your personal life, your family. It's where you actually physically live, the people that you live with. It is your past, your childhood. Just having the full moon here, though, it just seems like, to me it seems very minor, because this new moon solar eclipse is very powerful and I think very good, because it's bringing about a fresh start in a lot of areas in people's lives, okay? So someone, you know, for like a brief day or, I don't know, a couple hours or whatever, your personal life could have some kind of like mini crisis going on in it, or something at home happens where you have to stop whatever it is that you're doing, like in your job or your career. You have to just stop for a minute and take care of some kind of personal matter, okay? Which happens all the time, you know, so I really don't think it's too big of a deal. So that's pretty much what you get around that full moon, is having to take care of something personal, and it could be something with your family or something in the home, you know, maybe something breaks or whatever. But I don't think it's too much of a big deal. Full moons bring things to a head so they can be dealt with and done away with. So that's what this is, you know, so it won't bother you again, or it shouldn't. Okay, so let me see. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Pisces on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Virgo. And those dates are the 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 26th, 27th, and 28th. The best time for your career is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 30th, and 31st. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 15th, 16th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. So I hope you enjoyed your astrological forecast for this month. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts. Also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who would only like to know maybe one or two things about their chart. However, if you would like to have your complete chart done, there's also a link there to my website where you can get more information on that. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe, okay, and click on the notification bell, and you'll be sent an email each time I upload something. Or I think it grabs you once you're back on YouTube. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Anyways, happy holidays. See you next week. Goodbye.